Howdy everybody, it's Walnut Fox here. Again today I was going to show you my Bassalt Generator. It's nothing, it's definitely not going to win any awards for being beautiful, and it's not the fastest machine in the world, but if you happen to have a blast chamber somewhere, like say for a tree farm, maybe you built an Il Mango tree farm or something with area where you're dropping TNT to blow up the trees, you can set this up along the edge of it and have the same TNT blow up your basalt and harvest it for you and put it in your storage system that would be down there. So I'll show you how it works. Obviously in the new Nether update, all you really need is some soil, lava bucket, and blue ice, and you can make basalt when the lava flows from here on top of the soil next to blue ice. It creates basalt, and everything is run off of this self-resetting decay comparative decay clock here that we can turn on and off. And that's our on-off switch right here as well. So as this fills up here, you can have your TNT detonating over here and removing this as it's being generated and falling into your collection system down here, like you would have from over here, a collection chamber with say water streams and move stuff around. So to build this, we all know what the basic premise is behind cobblestone generator, but this decay clock here is something that's been used in a lot of different machines. It's a pulse extender is really all it is. It decays, self-resets every time. So to build something like this, you're going to need these three materials, obviously, so that you can make the basalt. You're going to need some observers and some powered rails or detector rails, something that you can light up with some redstone signal, some redstone dust, like one repeater, two comparators, some sticky pistons, some regular pistons, a building block that won't burn, whatever you want to put your redstone on. Lava will set wool on fire, but for the sake of being clear, where we can see all the redstone, this world has the fire tick turned off. So this generator doesn't have to be 7 blocks long. You can make this as long as you want. It all depends on how many lava sources you have available at that time. So to build this, I like to start at the bottom, but you can start anywhere through here. To build the decay clock, you'll need 3 blocks here, your lever to power it. You're going to need some redstone dust and a torch. So your dust runs across here, and this is your on-off switch. There we go. Alright, so we need that shape just like that. It's a 2x3 with one sticking up in the corner. Okay, so we take a signal and input it into here to power this block. It comes around here and it cycles around. So if we give it an input, it decays and then it doesn't turn on back on again. To get it to continually cycle, we need this torch to repower everything, and it'll just sit here and cycle. Easy enough, right? On off switch right here, we turn this on, this stays off. Okay, so from this here, we want to take an output into these rails. Now we could put a repeater here, that's fine, so we can adjust timings if we want. I found that we don't necessarily need it, but if we put one here, we'll have to put one up top. So we're just going to do, we're going to do a 4, you know what, let's just do a 3 long machine for right now. But like I said, you can tile this up as far as you want. You can go forever if need be. So this will power and unpower your rails. That's a real quick pulse. Now if we adjust this any, this won't actually go off. It'll be too slow. So sometimes I find it's better just to go ahead and use a dust because it's instant. So you got just a little bit longer on off. Okay. Then what we'll do is we'll place observers facing down into that the rails so that they can detect when the rails power on and off. Sticky pistons, and then your soil, and this is where the basalt is actually going to be generated. Okay, these are just decoration blocks around here mainly, you know, other than these ones that hold the lava in, of course, but that's besides the point. Let's get us our building block now, whatever we want to use right here. So now we're going to put lava on top of these. So we'll want to case that in on these sides, right? So again, you can make this as pretty or as dingy as you want. And then we'll place our blue ice. It has to be blue ice in front of here. So when the lava flows on top of soil next to blue ice, it makes basalt. It should only take one lava source, and there you go. It makes blue ice. If you go wider than 3, now we all know that lava will flow 4 blocks. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, the next one would be 4 blocks. In the overworld, it goes further in the nether. If you try and just use one source here, you'll only get 1 basalt right here. And that's because the way that it tries to flow, it flows this direction first, away from the source, before it tries to flow around a block. So if you trap this right here and right here, you can force this to flow over then forward. Make sense? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our observers for the pushing of the basalt. Then just some regular pistons over the top of the lava. Then we're going to use our redstone block of choice, whatever we're going to put the redstone on. And we're going to come out here even with this torch because we're going to build this little tower right here. It's super simple, just run some redstone up it, right? So we're going to this torch is going to power this block, which would power this dust, right? And then we're going to hold shift now because you can't do that anymore. It changes the state of the redstone. Come up here even with this. And remember, redstone will go 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we don't have to worry about it, right? And that's your basalt generator all done and dusted. As soon as that decays, pushes it up, pushes it over. Pushes it up, pushes it over. Pushes it up, pushes it over. That quick. This is a little quick 5-minute build. Again, like I said, you can make this as long as you want. Send this out into a blast chamber, put it into a cube, and mine it all out with your haste 2 efficiency 5 brand new netherite pickaxe that you've collected up and go from there. So if you the glass, I had some glass in here just so we could see the lava and different ways of it working. If you want to use glass, I think it's kind of cool to have glass sitting where we can see the lava and stuff moving around. But that's not exactly what everybody, there's some folks that don't necessarily like that. So you can hide it with anything, as long as it's not sticky blocks. This will push until it hits a push limit of 12, and then it'll push it straight up in the air. So this is best used for in a blast chamber. If you don't want to use a blast chamber with it, I suggest putting some immovable blocks right up top here. That way these pistons can't push it up out of there. So we'll let this run until it gets to the push limit. And like I said, this isn't the fastest machine, but it works. It especially works good on a server. But it especially works good on a server where there's timings can be difficult to manage, right? So once this reaches its limit, just like this, then everything stops. If you leave things run, if you start breaking from this end, then it just automatically starts back up again. So you could set up a nice little speed mining operation right here with your haste 2 efficiency 5 pickaxe, right? So, all right. Well, I hope this will help you out. It's Bassalt Generator, so you can get all the basalt you want. And when 1.16.2 comes out, then we'll be able to get all of the blackstone we want. So, from the piglin bartering. So we won't have to go out to the basalt deltas and mow them down anymore. So, right on. If you found something that you could use in this, great. If you liked it, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. It's free. Like I said, I make these videos when I can, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, remember to have some fun and play some games. See ya.